Right, well, we kick off the quiz with a round about what hit the headlines in the 1980s. I'll just jog your memories. The 1980s were filled with catastrophic marriages. Charles and Diana, Den and Angie, Elton John, and a woman. A nuclear meltdown in Chernobyl left the area devastated. Is it just me, or is anyone else surprised? 3 decades on, and still no superheroes. OK. Of course, it's not a quiz without questions, so, right, headlines round first. Now, we all know it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz without the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School in Neasden. They put an unusual school play on. What I want to know is, what news event of the 80s have they recreated here?
Let's help everybody! I'll call all our friends! Ring, 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 ring. Hello. Yes, we will rock you. Yes, we can be heroes. Sure, I like it. They said yes. Yes. Hello, Wendy! La la la, we're feeling no one. La la la, we're singing no one. La la la, we're singing no one. Yeah! I got to go to the milker. Bye. Bye. Now give us your money.
So you've got to write down your answers. What news event were they recreating now? And that was not the original footage. That was the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School.
I've got it, Jim.
You got it. Next, so we'll write down your answers for that. Next up, we've got a guest question from an 80s comedy legend. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Sue Pollard.
Woo. Hello, Jimmy. Sue Pollard here. Now, in the 80s, we were all terrified by the Cold War, but we were cheered up immensely by Hi-de-Hi. So that works out about even, I should think. But what nickname was given to Ronald Reagan's plan to build a new defence system in space?
So Sue wants to know what nickname was given to Ronald Reagan's anti-missile system. You can write down the answer. Do you remember the Cold War? Do you remember that, those heady days of the Cold War?
No, I lived in permanent fear of nuclear extinction. Back then, especially aged around 10 or 11.
What was that cartoon that came out? There was a cartoon that came out that was just terrifying.
When the Wind Blows.
What was that for?
Horrible.
Just to scare me.
Come on, darling, let's go under the door. Oh, I feel cold, darling.
It was the most grim thing I've ever seen.
And there was that terrible idea that if it was coming, you had to urinate on a cloth.
What?
And put it over your face. What? There was. Just
No,
that's what I told my brother anyway.
OK, next question. In 1989, David Hasselhoff performed his mega hit, his words, not mine, Looking for Freedom, at a special live gig in front of 1 million people. In which unusual location did it take place? You can write down the answer.
Yeah, doesn't he look lovely there?
He looks like he isn't an alcoholic yet.
Who's not ended up on the kitchen floor eating a burger?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not alcoholism. That's getting in too early.
Well, back in...
OK, we've got a guest question now from the world's favourite weatherman, Michael Fish.
Oh.
Wow.
I bet you think I'm going to ask you about that bloody hurricane. Well, I'm not going to do it, and it's actually too soon, Jimmy. 25th anniversary or not, it's too soon. Anyway, in the 80s, we were all told to buy new fridges and to get rid of our cans of deodorant and hairspray. But can your teams tell me why?
Michael Fish, if I remember, so he mentioned it there. So he's the one who said there's no hurricane, don't worry about it. And then it come and just ripped half of people's houses off.
It wasn't that bad. Oh, no, they, you know.
But there was, like, people's roofs being blown off their houses.
But they should have put them on properly then. You can't take responsibility for people having shoddy work done. It just didn't seem that bad to me. I was still in work.
What was your job at the time?
He was a roofer.
I went straight out on the knock. Excuse me, you know you've got a couple of loose tiles up there?
Right, let's have some answers. We'll have some answers without further ado. We saw one of Mitchellbrook Primary School's unique school plays. What event were they acting out? Did you all get something for this? You all got
Yes.
this, right? Yeah. OK, you've got...
We
Jonathan.
went with Live Aid. It's got to be Live Aid. Was the kid with the bald wig, was that meant to be Phil Collins?
Yes, of course. What do you mean?
He wasn't bald back then.
Collins has been bald since he was 2.
go to the hair studio. And also, I swear, Mario from the Super Mario Brothers was not at live.
Well, someone has just told me in my ear that is meant to be mid-euro.
Jim, can I tell you how I gave money?
Go on.
Because I tried to bring things together. I'd sent some money off already early in the day, and then my girlfriend at the time said, oh, I want to send some more money. I said, if you give me a hand job, I'll send another tenner. And she did, and I did. And everybody won.
OK, so you all got that, so you all get a point. I asked you which unusual location did David Hasselhoff sing in front of 1 million people. What'd you get?
A Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall, wasn't it?
The White Wall.
Well,
Must be.
he claims quite a lot of responsibility. He claims that his song was actually, you know, a big part of it. Because I've got a clip, and you're going to see how awesome his performance was. Here's my question. How shit was communism that they watched that and went, come on, this is brilliant?
I think, but he was huge in West Germany, and I think the wall came down, and East Germans must have gone, get us a trowel. Put this wall back up, this is shit.
It was actually very dangerous, but tragically he was unhurt. Oh, bless him. So you'll get a point there for Berlin Wall, you all got that. Finally, Michael Fish asked you why we had to get rid of our hairsprays, fridges and cans of deodorant. Did anyone remember?
This was when it was the ozone layer.
Yeah.
It was everyone got excited about the ozone layer was being depleted and it was being... But I heard a rumour at the time, and it's probably not true, because you know Michael Douglas quite famously came out and said he was a sex addict. I heard there was a hole in the ozone layer because he tried to fuck it.
Such a lack of care for the environment.
Well, you all got this. We all had to get rid of our hairsprays and fridges because of the ozone and CFC, so you all get a point there. Yes. Full marks to everyone. So at the end of the first round, everyone has 4 points. Marvellous. Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr. Thanks for taking a break from the pornography to watch my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Now, back to jerking off.